Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here with your flying weather outlook for the weekend and a week ahead, brought to you exclusively by Fly Magazine in association with weatherschool.co.uk. Thanks again for watching. And the message really is one of making the most as we go through Thursday and Friday of the weather. They're looking reasonable days, but things do become more mixed on Saturday with some rain spreading its way eastwards. Then it looks like we become better for Sunday before turning reasonable during the early stages of next week. What I would say is watch the forecasts very, very carefully on this one because the detail is so fine. You could suddenly find a decent flyable day coming from nowhere, and likewise you might find some changes that suddenly just tip us into non-flyable conditions. Of course, we're updating all the time across at weatherweb.net at the dedicated aviation pages over there. Just go to weatherweb.net. If you come across the forecast, click on aviation weather, and then you'll see all of the additional charts and all the additional information is there. And this video, the equivalent of it is the fast forecast, which is updated every single day and gives you detail for the next 5 days. There's an offer on there at the moment. On that link there, just click for more information. Right, okay, I wasn't really going to go into telling you about that, but worth it considering that the forecast is changing in the way that it is. Also, just to let you know, if you're not receiving our weekend forecast email on a Thursday or a Friday, this is my opportunity to update you with the weekend forecast, and it's a text-based forecast. You get it by email, no spam, no rubbish. Your email addresses stay with us, they're not passed on anywhere, they stay with us. If you're not getting that yet, then just send a blank email to aviationweather-subscribe at weatherweb.net. That address you see there on the screen. Okay, this is how this afternoon shapes up. Got a weak front down across the country at the moment. And it's going to be bringing some cloud. Don't think there's going to be any rain associated with it, so it basically makes for flyable conditions. Windy across Ireland thanks to low pressure out here. You see the isobars close together. Some really gusty winds, so I'm going to say non-VFRable basically across Ireland through the course of Thursday afternoon. VFRable across Scotland, but later on some rain gets into western Scotland, making for non-VFRable conditions here. Really, it's the winds in the west across Ireland that are going to be the main feature of today's weather, but for most of the other areas, it looks like it should be flyable. I said that front is weak. The way we know it's weak is that it's broken, you see there. And this is one of the things that we talk about at Aviation Weather School. We go into detail with the charts and the information you get from the charts, because the basic surface chart like this tells you cloud bases, visibility, gives you an idea of cloud tops, the amount of rainfall that there is. And what I do is I go into detail with those, make you really comfortable with using frontal charts. It's just one of the things that I do at Aviation Weather School. So if you'd like to come along, I've got a few places left on my next course, on my next Part 1 course, presented live by me online on the consecutive Saturday mornings of the 18th and 25th of September from 09:30 to 12:30 hours. If you want to find out more and to book your place now, go to weatherschool.co.uk, that's what you'll see, and come down to Aviation and Aviation Weather School live online course, and you can find all the details of the course there. After each session as well, you get a recording so you can go back and watch that for up to a week after, to just refresh yourself on anything that you might have missed. If you're coming along to the course in September, you're in for a treat. It's going to be an absolute cracker. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Book your place now if you want to build your confidence in your flying weather. Okay, this is then Friday. Again, look, another weak front over the top of us on Friday. Probably more active, this one. Got a little bit more rain associated with it. Pressure a little bit lower. I think I'm still going to say, though, it's generally VFRable through Friday. Base is 3,000 feet, tops about 7,000 feet. Non-VFRable and windy across western parts of Scotland. Bases here 1 to 2,000 feet, tops at about 10 to 12,000 feet. Elsewhere, generally VFRable. Bases around 2 to 4,000 feet, and the top's probably at about 10,000 feet. These western coasts prone to more cloud, but not a bad sort of day. Saturday, got an area of low pressure, moves its way into Ireland on Saturday, extends rain, excuse me, eastwards through much of England, Wales and Southern Ireland. Non-VFR in these areas, bases around 1,000 to 2,000 feet, tops about 12,000 feet. Some showers in northern Scotland, making for marginal conditions here. Bases probably around 3,000 feet, tops about 12 to 15,000 feet. In between, not bad, flyable. And I think for Central and southeastern parts of England, it's flyable as well. Base is 4,000 feet, tops at 8,000 feet. But these southern coasts of England and southwestern coast, always prone to some low cloud. That could affect much of the channel as well. And bases then would be less than 100 feet in that fog. And the tops about 3,000 to 5,000 feet. Just check the forecast very carefully for that one. Sunday, weak front over central areas, bringing a little bit of showery rain with it. I think marginal to VFR conditions here. Base is 2,000 to 3,000 feet, tops about 12,000 feet. More unsettled western Scotland, northwestern parts of Ireland, non-VFRable here. Elsewhere, generally VFRable. Base is about 3,000 feet, tops at about 12,000 feet. And then getting into next week, Monday. Now, I have to say, I'm not sure this is what the chart for Monday is going to be looking like. So treat this very, very cautiously. I actually think this is what Monday's chart is more likely to look like, with low pressure off towards the east, high pressure towards the west, more of a north to northwesterly flow. Some showers down eastern coast making for marginal conditions here, but generally VFRable the further west you go. So for me, that's what Monday's chart is probably going to be looking like. Then on Tuesday, we've got this. Again, low pressure towards the east, high pressure towards the west, northwesterly flow. I think what that does is it brings some showers across northern and western parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland. Marginal here because of those showers blowing in. 3,000 foot bases, probably 15 to 20,000 foot top. So polar maritime airstream blowing in there. I think for more southern areas of the country, just zoom in there a little bit, for southern areas of the country, generally VFRable, base is 4,000 feet, tops at about 12,000 feet. And that's something else as well. If you're unsure of your air masses, then you do need to get yourself along to Aviation Weather School. So that northwesterly flow kicks in, and actually by Wednesday of next week, the low pressure is off towards the east, the high is out towards the west. Still got the north to northwesterly flow. Yes, there might be a few showers, but generally we're in for VFRable conditions. So things improving as we get into those middle stages of next week. Sorry about the change of charts there, but I'd rather tell you about the uncertainties than give you the idea that everything's hunky-dory. This is the way that the weather is going to be. I think those uncertainties are really important. And as I say, we talk about air masses at Aviation Weather School as well. So if you want to come along, build your confidence, improve your forecasting skills, spot those weather windows out to 5 days ahead and be forecasting the winds, and the cloud base and the tops and the visibility, this is for you. And I'll see you there on the consecutive Saturday mornings of the 18th and 25th of September from 09:30 to 12:30 hours. Go to weatherschool.co.uk to book your place now. I guarantee if you do the course, you won't regret it. It won't be wasted time on a Saturday. You'll get that money back so quickly in saving on wasted petrol, on building up your brownie points, on just feeling better about your flying and your confidence in that flying. Okay, I will leave you with that for now. I'll be with the Flyer team at 7:30 tonight on the Flyer live stream. But whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching. Keep the sun shining, and bye for now.